The village of Riva was not silent. It was filled with the sound of 1,000 broken hearts. As the two black women, Jade and Sapphire, rode in, a wall of profound sorrow met them. The air was thick with the scent of damp earth and tears. There was a constant, low, keening wail that rose and fell like a tide. Women cloaked in faded, dark cloth moved like specters through the land. Some stood by the wells, weeping onto the stone lips as if mourning the water itself. Others walked in and out of the slow, shallow river, letting the cold current wash over their feet and their grief. In the empty fields they knelt, pressing their faces to the fallow ground. The most unnerving detail was the absence. There was not a single child's voice, no distant laughter, no small shadow running across the path. The silence of the young was a heavy shroud over Riva, confirming the worst fears. This was a place of profound loss. They hadn't dismounted before the enemy arrived. Two figures, soldiers of dust, hulking men clad in scarred, dull armor, stepped out from the shadow of the central watchtower. "You have traveled too far, twins," one sneered, his hand already on his weapon. "The master is tired of your nuisance." "Then he should have sent a proper guard," Sapphire retorted, already moving to draw her twin blades. The fight was swift and brutal. Jade engaged the larger soldier, her movements a blur of controlled power. Sapphire danced around her opponent, using her speed and foresight to predict his heavy swings. Yet as the clanging of steel began to ring out, a change began to occur in the atmosphere of Riva. The wailing began to cease. Slowly at first, one voice dropping out, then another. The women at the river paused, their backs stiffening. Those weeping over the wells raised their heads. A heavy silence replacing the sorrowful sound descended upon the village. The air, which had been thick and oppressive, began to feel charged, like the stillness before a great storm. With a final explosive strike, Jade's sword found a gap in her opponent's armor. The man gasped, collapsing in a heap. At that precise moment, a fierce primal cry, a sound of triumph and desperate release, rang out, carrying across the low hills and towards the next village. From the dark borders of the woods bordering Riva, a massive force of men emerged, a full army of dust soldiers ready to complete the annihilation of the village. But they were too late. The women of Riva had transformed. From the muddy, slow-moving river, figures began to rise, not soaked mourners, but relentless warriors. They carried weapons forged from the very land and water they had wept upon, spears crafted of heavy stone, whips woven from thick poisonous vines, shields covered in sharp shells and the hard black casings of water crawlers. Some held spheres of unknown material, glowing faintly with an internal light that promised swift destruction. The women at the wells, moments ago consumed by grief, were now on the offensive, their faces set in hard, unwavering resolve. They moved out of their